Hello and welcome to the 5th Annual Integrative Dermatology Symposium. My name is Vinita Sivamani and I am the founder and CEO of Learn Skin. And it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you to this year's event and today's orientation. We wanted to spend a little bit of time going through the agenda, the key features, and how to best prepare and be ready to maximize your experience at this year's Integrative Dermatology Symposium. And really the key of our agenda today is to go over the activities, both virtually as well as in person, to go over the expected practical pearls that you can take away from each of the lectures this year. We've been working with our faculty throughout the year to prepare these sessions, and really our goal is to make them as practical as possible so you can take away great pearls that you can use in clinic right away. We'll talk through the exhibit hall and posters, the different events, contests, and prizes, the virtual platform, which is known as Hubilo, as well as how to obtain your CME credits. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and welcome Dr. Leptov and Dr. Sivamani to say a few words.
All I want to say is I am super excited. I can't believe time is flying by. It's been already, the 5th meeting already. And this one is even better, if one can say it. We have exceptional lecturers and speakers. Our keynote speakers are just, each one is unbelievable. And I think we're making a real mark on the field of integrative dermatology, moving it forward. I want to thank my co-chair, Raja Sivamani, and I want to thank Vinita and Sam and the entire team for putting together. This is an enormous effort, and I think we're all going to be the beneficiaries. So enjoy the session, really take advantage of all the opportunities that exist within the program and the platform itself. And I hope we have a great meeting. Thank you.
Thanks, Hadar. See you in Tucson.
See you in Tucson.
Anytime you see any of these symposia, it's like years of planning to get here. It snowballs from one symposium to the next. We feel your energy on the previous one that drives the energy to the next one. And whatever you see here, first of all, 5 years, amazing. I can't believe it. And to get to 5 years, that means that we've had an entire community that's been behind all of this. All of these speakers are very dedicated. We're very dedicated to make sure it's very science heavy, but we understand integrative medicine means you got to look at a bunch of different perspectives. And so we're very excited that all of you are going to be there, because it's because of our energy that this one's going to be amazing. The next one's going to be even more amazing. And the next one's going to be more amazing. And that's how we get to be a totally amazing community. So I want to thank all of you for coming. And of course, the Learn Skin team's been totally amazing. Vinita, she's been leading this team. And so I think together we'll be able to do great things. And yeah, like we say, the future is now.
Thank you both so much. We really appreciate that and look forward to seeing you in sunny Tucson, Arizona.
See you there, everyone.
Yep, see you there.
Wonderful. And so as Raj and Hadar mentioned, this is the thing we love to do most. We call it our family reunion at this point. And the team works tirelessly behind the scenes year round to be able to put this program together. And Raja and Hadar, they spend countless hours helping shape the agenda, working with our committee to review and prepare and really glean over your feedback in such detail year to year, just to try and make the program the best it can be. So thank you all for supporting us along this way. And we're very excited to see you soon. And also joining us this year are 2 amazing keynotes, both Dr. Robert Lustig and Dr. Andrew Weil. They are thought leaders in their fields, amazing physicians, and we're just so honored that they could be with us this year. So we wanted to be sure that you all have their lectures on your calendars. One is Friday afternoon, and the second is Saturday before our cocktail reception. So this is a great time. If you don't already have their books, you still have time to order them or download them on Audible to get up to speed before the event. But this really is a special time. They're joining us for our 5th annual, and we're so excited to be achieving this milestone and to be able to celebrate with you all in our special keynotes this year. Our theme is going beyond the skin, connecting mind, body, and spirit. This is something we feel is extremely important. As you all know, the skin really is a lens to what's going on inside the body. So the better that we can connect and find out what's going on in the gut, what's going on in the patient's life, what's going on mentally or spiritually, the better we can be as clinicians and as teams to be able to really support patients from a whole person approach. So we felt like this year's theme is such a key one and a new one for us, where we're going to be introducing new topics, new types of speakers. We're inviting speakers from dentistry, we'll have a hypnotherapy lecture. We'll be talking about nutrition and lifestyle. So there's a lot we're doing this year to go beyond the skin. And so we're so excited to present some new lectures. You're guaranteed to learn something new this year, probably that you've never heard before. And we're really excited about that. In addition, we've added a new accreditation this year. We are partnering with the board to provide certification for nutrition specialists. And then we're continuing with our accreditations for naturopathic doctors, traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, as well as Ayurveda practitioners, physician assistants, nurse practitioners, physicians. And then we're also welcoming a new track this year for our estheticians. And so we're very, very excited to have this truly integrative community under one roof. And our hope is that you all will be able to learn and grow with each other and share best practices, and maybe even look at opportunities to partner. There's so much more now with regards to telemedicine and new ways to connect online. So we're really excited that you all will be there, whether it's in person or virtually, to be able to learn and grow together. So if you have any questions about our accreditation information, it is available on the website as well as in the Hubilo virtual platform, and we'll be there to assist. You'll be able to start downloading your certificates at the conclusion of the event, and we're there to assist if you need any help or guidance navigating which options to select from. And as I mentioned earlier, one of the key things we work with our faculty year-round is to ensure that you're learning something really practical. So we ask that they each add this practical Pearl slide. So it's one that you can keep an eye out for. If there's anything you learn from their presentations, this is the one that will be the key summary. And from these practical pearls, you can save them in the Hubilo platform. There's a note-taking tool, or we actually also have a note-taking feature at LearnSkin that's free and open for you to use and be able to download that information or access it at any point at IDS or thereafter. So this is one we just want to highlight for you to keep an eye out for this. It's kind of your guide throughout these lectures, because you're going to be learning a ton of information in a very short period of time, Friday through Sunday. So we want to help equip you with these extra resources and ability to quickly navigate this information and save these practical pearls. So speaking of the virtual experience, I'd like to delve in now into the Hubilo platform. If you joined us last year, it will look quite familiar. For those of you new, welcome. We are so excited that now, with technology being where it's at today, we can create a wonderful hybrid experience. So several hundred of you will be joining us in person, and then several hundred of you will be joining us virtually. We have over 1,000 registrants this year from 28 countries. So we're so excited to see you all. And if you can actually, in the chat, if you haven't already, if you could share where you're coming in from and just say hello. I see there's already over 100 of you online today for orientation, and we're so grateful to have you with us. So if you can, we'd love to see and give you a shout out where you're tuning in from and joining us from around the world. And you can continue to connect and meet leading up to the event. The Hubilo platform is now live, so I will walk through the features and how you get connected, because whether you're joining in person or virtually, this is the central tool that you can use to meet with each other, to connect with the speakers, to ask your questions. So there's a lot within this platform. So I'll walk us through that today. And then if you have any questions throughout, we welcome you to test it and get going before the event. So if you want to hop on today or early next week, that way you're a pro by the time the weekend begins. By all means, it's ready to go. And I'll show you how to do that from login through to all the features. So first and foremost, there is a URL you're going to want to use, which we've shared by email. So you'll want to click there to log in. Then you're going to want to enter your email address. This is the email address you use at the time of registration. So if you're unsure about that or have any trouble logging in, it's not letting you in the system, please contact our support team, events@learnskin.com, or they're live on chat. Just because we're going to want to make sure those two match in order to give you access, because this is a private platform. Once you enter your email address, you'll want to enter the code IDS 2022. So this is one slightly confusing step in the process, as Hubilo has an automated system that will email you a login code, and actually you're going to want to disregard that email and put in the master code IDS 2022. So we've simplified it so it's the same code for all of us. And so please disregard that Hubilo email and instead go ahead and directly enter IDS 2022, all caps 2022. And then you'll want to agree to the terms, and that'll enter you into the platform. Once you're in the platform, you can create your own custom profile. So you can add a background image, you can add more details about yourself, your profession, your organization, your specialty, your location, and all the more data and information that you are able to add, the easier it will be for folks to find you or for you to connect based on similar interest or similar profession, background, specialty, location, etc. So this is just a great opportunity for you to add your photo and more information so that you can more easily connect with each other on the platform. And then once you're there, we do know that there will be a lot of emails coming your way this week. So if you want to adjust your settings so that you only receive key notifications and disable any unwanted notifications, you can do that. So you'll see under the settings, there's a menu you can just select from and choose to click or not, depending on what types of communication you want to receive and which notifications you want throughout the weekend. And then in the Hubilo platform, there are, as you can see in the top navigation there, the homepage, the agenda, exhibitors, people, engage, and lounge. So under the agenda, that's where all the session information is going to live. When you click on more information, you'll see things like the speaker details, the learning objectives, and we also have handouts for all of the sessions. So you will want to download those as the Hubilo platform after the event. You won't be able to go in and access those handouts. So it's key that you do that before the event. We will have it on our LearnSkim platform a couple weeks later, but if you are wanting to take notes as you go, please go ahead and download those in advance or during the weekend. You can also manage your schedule. So one of the neat features about this platform is that you can set up times to be able to meet with other either vendors, exhibitors, speakers, or fellow colleagues attending the event. So under My Schedule, you'll be able to look at when you have sessions or when you have free time. And it's really up to you what period you want to list. So for example, if you're not going to be in clinic Thursday or Friday or Saturday, Sunday, you can list your open availability. So it's easy for folks to see when you're available and then create a meeting request and schedule time to meet with you. When it comes to these virtual meetings, there is dedicated space on the platform to be able to do that. So when you click on people, you hover over the attendee and then you click the meet button. That's where you can schedule time to meet with that person. So you select a date and time, and then the recipient will receive the meeting request, and then they can either approve it or decline it. So you'll be able to see whether they're not actually available at that time or perhaps not. And then you can chat via the platform directly and communicate there on finding a new time, or you can share your availability. And then there's also a general lounge space, which will allow you to just hop into the lounge. And if there's others, and it'll be open the whole weekend. So if there's others during that time that have free time, maybe during breaks and such, you all meet up in the lounge. It's a great way to connect with people, or you can do it via direct messaging and chat. So again, under the people tab, you can hover over that person and then click the chat button to begin the conversation. And then once you create a new chat, you'll be able to then search for that person because it does save your chat history. And then when it comes to searching for other attendees, it is quite easy to do so. So what you'll want to do is the icon here on the top right with the magnifying glass. That's how you search for other folks in the conference. And you can do so by their name, or you can actually filter. So by profession, specialty, organization, affiliation, country, etc. You can do the same for the speakers. So this is a really neat platform to be able to do that, because quite quickly you can find those in your area or of similar interest to hopefully be able to build new connections with. Now, most importantly, the main feature we would love for everybody to feel comfortable with and be able to utilize throughout the weekend is the live Q&A. This is where we recommend, whether you're in person or virtual, to submit your questions. This really helps our coordinators facilitate being able to pick the questions for our hosts and faculty to be able to answer. There's an opportunity to upvote or like a question so we can see which are most popular, which are most common, that we can then ask of the faculty, because Q&A is limited. So after each lecture, there's a few minutes for Q&A, and so we really want to optimize that. So if you're able to list your question in the Q&A function, that will really help us to best organize and sort those for the speakers. If for some reason you're not able to get on and you're attending live, we will have cards and volunteers to pick those up. But the best way is during the session, just pop into the live Q&A. And I'll show you where that is in the platform. Here's a snapshot of it. You'll see the lecture streaming, or if you're live, you can log into that and then see the Q&A on the right-hand side in that session. And the other neat thing about putting your question online is after the sessions, our faculty will be going on to answer any questions they missed. And so that's only something we can do in the Q&A feature in Hubilo. So again, of all the tools and resources you're going to use on here, this is the one to take note of and to become most familiar with, because it's a great way to see what questions are coming up and to interact that way, and then also submit your questions if you have any. And then you can see in the mobile app on the far right, it's just as simple. The same Q&A button is there, so you can post your question and have that answered during the IDS. And then in terms of additional features, you have the ability to bookmark speakers, attendees, booth, sessions. So it's a quick way to save it. And the bookmark icon you can see next to Hadar's image there on the right. Once you click on that, it bookmarks it for you. The other thing you can do is take notes. So you can do that in the Hubilo platform, or in a moment I'll show you, you can actually do that on the LearnSkin website as well. And then thirdly, there is the community platform that you can engage on. We will have posts. We actually already have a post up. And so you can go in there and engage in the platform throughout the weekend. We'll have questions answered, or you can share information or connect that way. So as I mentioned, we have our own note-taking tool. So if you go to learnskin.com/toolkit, you'll see some of the notes that have been already saved. Sometimes our faculty go in and save notes, or team members or fellow colleagues. And so this is a great way to either create your own note and save information as you're learning. And these can be referenced even in clinic. So if patient has a question and you want to refer back and say, I did learn about a really neat herb or something, at the IDS, what was that? You can quickly search, because this will bring it up either by that note, by that disease state, or by mechanism. So there's many different ways that you can go in and search for that note. And then you can actually build off of others' notes. So you might get some great ideas from fellow colleagues by using this tool. And it's something we build on every year. So we launched it last year at the IDS, and then this year we're expanding it and we'll continue to do so. So this is just a really great reference tool. And then the neat thing is doesn't have to be specific to Derm. It doesn't have to be specific to the IDS. So if you go to other conferences or take other courses and want to learn, this is something you can keep building on and referencing. So our hope is that this is a great tool that you can use throughout your career. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the lounge. This is a great place just to network, hang out, relax. So there's plenty of time in between sessions. We've built in quite a few breaks, not only for stretching, but also mingling. So whether you're in person or virtual, you can hop into the lounge and connect with others virtually. It's really easy to do so. It automatically connects with Zoom, so you can actually see each other, which is really fun, because otherwise a lot of the Q&A and discussion features are really text-based. So this is your chance to join via Zoom. Pajamas welcome. It's very casual and informal. We're just so excited that we'll be able to see you and hear you and get to network in the lounge throughout the weekend. In addition to the lounge, we have other activities built in. So each morning, Saturday and Sunday, we have movement activities. So this is a chance for you to stretch and get prepared for the day. As I mentioned, you will be learning a ton of information. So we would love for you to feel refreshed and ready to go. We have Bodyweight Express, as well as yoga and mindfulness. So these are great movement activities for you to be able to engage in before you start the day. So lastly, accessing the mobile app when it comes to the virtual features. This can be done on your phone, either via Google Play or the Apple App Store. So it's available on both types of devices. Again, you're going to want to log in with your email address and the code IDS 2022. And so when you search for it, you're going to want to look for the Integrative Derm Symposium. And even if you had it last year, you're going to need to download it again this year, as it is a new app every year that the event is hosted. So please be sure to do that. And we will be sharing an email on Monday with all the details and information and links to this. So if you can't find it for some reason, feel free to reach out, but we'll also send you the direct link so you can download that and have that ready for the weekend. With regards to the exhibit hall and poster presentations, those are also saved on the virtual platform, as well as we will have them in person as well. So first, under the booths, you will see here there's exhibitors on the left and then research in the middle, education on the right. Under research is where all the poster presentations are saved. And our poster presenters have actually prepared videos so that you can listen in to their research findings. And they've been up to some amazing work, and it's just really exciting to see the depth and breadth of all the research we have. This is the most we've had in any year, so we really welcome you to go check those out. And you can interact with our presenters by sharing comments or reaching out to them, maybe sharing a word of encouragement or a clarifying question or opportunities to further collaborate. So we would love for you to engage in the research section under the booths in the Hubilo platform. And I also want to point out here that some of our posters will be virtual only. So we have several that will be presenting in person, but we have some that are only virtual this year. So again, whether you're in person or virtual this year as an attendee, we really encourage you to go onto the platform because there's even more additional resources and ways to engage online. And then quick note here with regards to education, that's where the CME information lives. And now we'll move into the exhibitors. So in that exhibitor tab, which again is under booths, the very first tab on the left is exhibitors. This is our virtual exhibit hall. And so you'll be able to connect with our team, but also with our amazing sponsors and exhibitors. And we also have a couple of exhibitors that are virtual only this year. So again, really encourage you, no matter which way you're engaging this weekend, to log in, download the app, and engage with us in the Hubilo platform. We have a whole entire team dedicated to the virtual experience, as well as, of course, the in-person experience, but there is a lot. We really want you to be able to enjoy all of those features this weekend. So we do want to give a special shout out and thank you to our prize and swag sponsors. There are so many goodies, again, whether you're in person or virtual this year. We have very generous sponsors. So we're so grateful for all the fun prizes they've helped us put together, as well as the swag that you will receive in your swag bag in person. And then there's lots of contests and ways to win prizes virtually as well. So we really want to thank them all for their generosity. And a big shout out to our sponsors. Our event just wouldn't be possible without their support. And we have some sponsors that have been with us since the beginning, all 5 years. And it's so neat to be able to grow with them year after year. And so we thank them for their continued support and welcome our new sponsors and partners. We're so grateful to get to work with you. And for those attending, one of the things you might notice is the variety of sponsors and exhibitors that we have. And so I also want to thank our exhibitors for being there. Again, we wouldn't be able to do this event without their support. And we hope that it's fun and enjoyable for you. One of the things we try to do is welcome those innovative companies that are creating such important treatments and advancements for patient care. And we love for you to be at the forefront knowing about that. So we try our best to bring a variety of different sponsors and exhibitors. And even the ones that are returning often have new innovations and exciting additions to be able to share with you all. So we hope that this really does bring a great breadth and variety for you to be able to learn more about and connect with them to expand your toolkit and resources available to your patients. So we thank them all and hope that you will check them out. This year, the in-person experience, they will be there Friday and Saturday. So we really encourage you to spend those first couple of days getting to meet with them and also checking off, we'll have our passport prize again and leaderboard. So I'll get to that in just a moment. With regards to the in-person activities, I'm going to actually pause here and I'll give us a demo of the Hubilo platform. But before I hop in and delve into the in-person activities, I wanted to open up and see if there were any questions that have come in. So thank you, Samantha, so much for answering those. It looks like We've got a lot of questions about the platform, which is great. Thank you so much for being proactive and jumping in there today to access that. All right, so this is the Hubilo platform. And so as you can see here, we have all of the content already preloaded into the platform. So if you want to jump in today, by all means, we really welcome you to delve in and get comfortable with that. So under the homepage, you'll see all of the kind of key information. Our agenda is listed here, the speakers, as well as the leaderboard, which is now active. So that is exciting if you want to get a head start on earning your points towards the key prizes. And then under the agenda, this is where the information will be each of the days. So if you click in here, you'll see the different sessions, and then we have them broken out by morning and afternoon. And so when you click in here, you'll be able to see all of the details. And then when they start, it's really easy just to click join session and be entered into that live stream. And then when you're in there, that's where you'll want to go ahead and engage in the Q&A. And so it's really important that you save your questions there so that we can each session be able to answer those and work with the speakers and faculty to help answer all of your questions. And then also under the menu, this is where we have our event feed. So we have different posts. This is the first one. And so actually, if you're going to be joining us from Phoenix, flying into Phoenix, we recognize those of you joining us from the East Coast, maybe flying into Phoenix instead of Tucson. So if you want to connect and share a carpool together, we've put a post here to help you all connect and coordinate driving together. So if that's helpful to you, this is on there, and feel free to start. You never know. You might need a colleague and a new friend before the event even begins. So this post is up there. And then we also have our leaderboard, as well as the different activities that are happening now. And so in this session here, this is where you'll be able to take a note or actually be able to submit your questions in your Q&A. And then during the breaks or before and after the event, you'll be able to check out our booth. So first and foremost are the exhibitors and sponsors. So you can see here and visit all of them here, and they've got great information. So many have contact information or additional handouts and materials that you can learn about. And as you visit those booths, you actually earn different points as you interact in their different activities. So it's a great way to collect your points on the leaderboard as well. In addition, these are all of our poster presentations, so you can hop into each of them, listen to their presentations or connect, ask questions. Then this is our CME information and accreditation details. Then when it comes to the attendees, we have the attendees as well as the speakers. Here's the search feature, so you can easily look for people, either specific names or by specific details, location, etc. And then under Engage, this is where we have our contests. They're not yet live, but they will be next week. And so we have fun quizzes, as well as the memorable moments where you can post your experiences and your favorite sessions or things you're learning at the event for chances to win prizes. And so we welcome you to participate in those. It'll be a lot of fun. And then last but not least, this is the lounge, and it's simple as double clicking on a seat, and then it'll pop up Zoom for you to be able to connect and connect with others in the group. And so you can see there's lounges, and they're meant to be kind of small group. So you can see if somebody's already seated in it, or you might want to join a room where there's somebody already seated, or start a room. So this is a great way to connect in the lounge during breaks or whenever with other attendees. And then you can also save things to your agenda. So let's say you had meetings coming up. This is where you can view your schedule. And I do recommend, especially if you turn off notifications, to check this from time to time to see if anybody's requested a meeting or have reached out. And then this is the notifications. We will be sending you reminders just to help you stay in line with us on the agenda throughout the weekend, as it is quite fast paced and there's a lot going on. And then with regards to messages, very, very easy. If I wanted to message, if I wanted to look for somebody, so let's say, for example, connect with our Jolly Folly. He is our hair follicle mascot. No, he's not a banana. He is a hair follicle, which is the eye and learn skin, and our wonderful mascot. You'll see him from time to time. So if I just wanted to chat with him, I could start a message there, say hello, and it's that easy to connect. And then you can actually see the history. So if you've reached out to somebody, if they haven't responded yet, you can see that. Or if they have responded, the system will send you an email, or you can go in here if you've turned that off and just check out your messages in the dashboard here. So there is, again, quite a lot to consume here in the Hubilo platform. It's also intended to be quite user-friendly. So if it feels like there's a lot of features, feel free to pick your favorites and just use what's most helpful to you. And then for those of you who are coming back and pros, we welcome you to engage fully. You can see here all the ways to win points, creating a post, attending a session, asking a question, visiting the booths, participating in contests. So there's tons of ways to rack up points. And then those at the top of the leaderboard will be announced at the end and will win grand prizes. So we're really excited to be able to celebrate and engage with you all and really immerse in this fun weekend. So that is the Hubilo platform. And then I want to show you real quick the note-taking tool in LearnSkin. So this, under our LearnSkin website, under Browse, you can see the toolkit. And so this is a great way to be able to just share notes or take notes and throughout the weekend. So you aren't limited to the Hubilo platform. You can do it easily here, create a note. You'll want to be logged in, but once you do that, it'll save it and you can actually export them later. So that's another great resource for you. So now moving on to the in-person activities. There are a number of ways for those of you joining us in Tucson, Arizona, to really enjoy this educational getaway. And so for those of you tuning in virtually, you will be there with us in spirit. We're sending you sunny vibes, and we'll be relaxing with you over the weekend in the beautiful mountains in Tucson, Arizona, Los Ventana. So this resort is built into the mountains by a waterfall. All of that behind the building is free open hiking. So literally from the hotel parking lot, you walk out and you can be hiking for hours. So it's just something so fun to do in the mornings or after the sessions. You might even want to get a little group together, but it's an absolutely beautiful, relaxing Zen venue. So if you can come a day early or stay a day late, I would really, really encourage and welcome you to do that. It's such a fabulous resort. You're welcome to bring your family. I know several of you are. So it's just such a fun way to get away. And just recharge. You're going to be learning a lot that weekend and having the chance to work hard, but also play hard. So at this resort, this is a quick map. We will be here on the left-hand side. So it's a rather small, intimate resort. And pretty much sold out at this point. If you need any help with rooms, feel free to reach out, but there are a few other hotels in the area, but we really are kind of taking over Los Ventana for a weekend, which will be fun. So chances are if you're in the hall or at the pool, it's a fellow colleague attending the event. So say hello. And the events and sessions will be taking place in this left-hand part of the venue. So that's nice. We're all in one place, except for the morning sessions will be in the upper terrace, which is beautiful. You go past the courtyards towards the waterfalls, and it's just a beautiful venue to be able to do yoga and breathwork sessions. So we'll be there in the upper terrace. Again, those virtually will also have virtual movement sessions. So lots going on in the mornings to get us started. And then the general sessions are here in this main ballroom. We have our workshop sessions in the breakouts, and then all the exhibitors and the refreshments and meals, etc., will be in this lower level lobby. Very easy to access, hard to miss. So keep an eye out for the signs. And then once you're there, you can check in and then feel free to attend all of these different sessions. And then when you're ready to relax, we hope you'll enjoy the resort amenities. So there's a beautiful pool, there's hiking, there's golf, a massive golf course, there's recreational activities, tennis, a gym, there's a spa, and then at night there is stargazing. Tucson is one of the best places in the country to be able to see the stars at night. So we hope that you'll get a chance to do that and then come well rested the next day and join us for additional sessions. So there really is so much. We hope that not only are you going to be learning about how to connect with your patient's mind, body, and spirit, but that you get to experience that as well and leave just feeling really inspired and recharged after the event. So we purposely picked this beautiful space with you all in mind, knowing, especially coming out of a pandemic, just how hard we've all been working and how much we all deserve, and hopefully can really immerse and engage and refuel ourselves and re-energize in this beautiful venue. So please do take advantage of all that the resort has to offer. And then I know several of you are wanting to go above and beyond after the sessions on Friday to attend the workshops. And so these currently are sold out. However, we've been working with our faculty to try to expand space, and we're just so excited by the enthusiasm of you wanting to attend. So please do check in that day at 4 o'clock. Come to the workshop area. We're going to be checking folks in, and we will try our best to accommodate. So please don't lose hope. On Friday itself, the first day of the event, come visit us at the workshop check-in, and we'll try our best to be able to offer you the ability to attend one of the workshops. And then on Saturday, after the sessions, we welcome you to attend for our Integrate and Inspire Cocktail Hour. This is going to be following Dr. Andrew Weil's keynote. And we're grateful to Microbiome Labs for sponsoring this. It's very casual. There will be a hors d'oeuvres provided, and then drinks will be available for purchase. And so this will be a great opportunity, the last chance you'll be able to visit in the exhibit hall and complete your passport and submit that before the end of the cocktail hour, as we will be selecting winners the next day. So this is a great way just to mingle with your colleagues and to mingle with the speakers and our faculty and our team as well. We have many of our board members and wonderful faculty. We have several hundred faculty at LearnSkin, and many of them are attending the IDS as well. So this is a great chance to meet with other colleagues. We also have our certificate students attending. So if you've ever been interested in attending one of our programs, we have multi-week programs depending on your area of specialty and profession to really take what you learn at the IDS or LearnSkin to that next level. So if you're interested in that, our students will also be at this event. So it's just a great time to pick the brains of those who are passionate about integrative derm and together really advance this movement. So we love these moments to connect, because this is really where we see it all grow. And why we do this is to bring us under one roof for these magical moments to really advance the field. So we look forward to seeing you that Saturday and celebrating together. And then with regards to the in-person movement activities, they will be on that upper terrace at the back of the hotel towards the mountains. It's beautiful. You won't want to miss it. 7 a.m. each day. So on Saturday, we have a beautiful yoga session sponsored by Burt's Bees. And then on Sunday, we have breathwork session led by Dr. App Bodemer, sponsored by LearnSkin. And this will also be a chance to meet our certificate students. So after the breathwork session, it's a little bit of mingling over coffee and tea, and you'll be able to learn about our esthetician certificate program, our integrative skin health series, and our integrative derm certificate program. We will have students and alumni there and our chairs. So this is a great way, and directors. So we really welcome you to come, learn more about those programs and meet with those students, because they really are, we have some amazing folks just really spearheading the field, doing amazing work around the country and the world. We even have some of our international students attending. So this is a great way to meet like-minded colleagues. And so we wanted to be sure you know about this event as well, because that will be one of the great ways to connect in more of a small group setting. In addition to the cocktail hour, if you want to continue meeting, this is a great way that next morning in a more smaller group setting. And then last but not least, we have a fun book signing session. So this is going to be on Sunday morning. We have the amazing Dr. Cassandra Quave, who will be signing her new book. So if you are able to join and get to meet her, she's absolutely phenomenal. We recently had her on the LearnSkin podcast, and she is actually a returning IDS speaker, and she's just doing incredible things in the world. So she is definitely somebody to if you haven't already gotten her book, now's the chance and to get to meet her. With regards to event safety, masks are optional and recommended at the event this year, really based on your personal preference. We will have hand sanitizing. We will have hand sanitizers available at our desk, as well as additional masks. So if you need anything at any point throughout the event, please let us know. Our safety is always at the forefront of our events. And then with regards to transportation getting there, we have been able to work with Adobe to provide you discounted travel to and from the airport. It's actually even lower than Uber or Lyft or taxi. So we have a form on our website. We'll also be sharing that by email if you haven't already received it, but it's a quick form to fill out, and then they will coordinate based on your arrival and departure times, your transportation. So this is just a great new resource. We're very excited to be working with this local vendor to make it even that much easier for you, as the hotel is a good 30 minutes or so away from the airport, because you're going out into the mountains. And then again, for those coming in from Phoenix, thank you so much for making it work. We know Tucson can be a little tricky to get direct flights from the East Coast. So those of you coming into Phoenix, if you want to carpool, share an Uber or taxi or something, by all means, we welcome you to coordinate together and be able to ride with a colleague to and from the airport. So if we can help in any way, there is this chat now, this post in the community forum on Hubilo, and we welcome you to start connecting. And so we've put this post there to help facilitate that in case it's helpful for anybody. All right, so in summary, there's a lot you can do at the Integrative Derm Symposium. We want for you to be able to maximize your experience this year. So first and foremost, please connect with us on the Hubilo platform and then connect with us on social. This is a great way for you all to stay in touch post the event. We are at Integrative Derm Symposium, or we're at Learn Skin on Instagram. Please use the hashtag iDerm2020 and Beyond the Skin. And then we will actually be pulling out posts that we get throughout the event. So whether it's on your stories or posts, we'll be following those if you tag us and sharing those during the break decks and in the Hubilo platform. So we really do want to feature you all. And so thank you in advance, those of you on social media tagging us and engaging. This is just such a fun way to share just pearls that you're learning, or to connect or inspire one another to really change our practices and advance our practices and gain as much as we can from our weekend together, learning and growing from each other. So we welcome you to join us. Jolly Folly will definitely be active. So we'll connect and look forward to seeing you on social media, and feel free to start today. We'd love to. We're very excited and leading up to the event and through the event. And then with regards to the passport and leaderboard, these are the opportunities to earn points towards our grand prizes. And so on the leaderboard, you saw earlier the different ways you can collect points. So it's one of the easiest ways is by engaging in the sessions and visiting all the exhibit halls. So we welcome you to do that, and you have the weekend and the week actually starting today to do that. And then for in-person, we have the passport, where you'll want to visit all of the booths and collect their signatures, and then you're entered into a raffle prize for the grand prize, and that needs to be dropped off on Saturday, as we're going to be announcing the winners on Sunday. So once again, the ways to earn points in Hubilo, it's quite easy, and then it automatically tracks you. So if you need any help on this, please let us know, but you can actually track your own progress as well as see how your, those you're competing against are doing. So if you want to see how other attendees are doing, you can see how many points they're earning. And so it's all there available for you, and it's all real time. So it's a fun way. We've seen some amazing stats. Like in years past, people have earned more points than we ever even thought was possible. And so it's fun to see just the level of engagement. It's a fun way to be able to glean as much as you can during the event and have fun. And then in addition to these two grand prize opportunities, which is via the leaderboard, we have our top 3 leaderboard winners, as well as the passport, our grand prize winners. We have daily raffle prizes. So whether in person or virtual, throughout the weekend, there are ways you can earn prizes simply by participating. So our breakfast and lunch sessions, our cocktail hour, our fitness sessions, these are great ways to engage, and simply by participating, you get a chance to win. So this is particularly important for those joining virtually. While we are recording, there are limited features, and we really recommend that you're there live, not only to be able to participate in these raffle prizes, but also the Q&A, as those are features only accessible for those attending live or live streaming. That's not available in the recordings or after the event. So please do carve out time Friday and Sunday to follow along in that agenda, because those are very specific times, and they're very limited to be able to ask questions or engage, participate in the prizes, contests, etc. during those times. Afterwards, those features aren't available. So if you were thinking of, if now's the time to adjust your schedule, if you were thinking, oh, maybe I'll, leave early Saturday or whatever it might be, if you're able to be with us and live during those sessions, not only is it, great to be able to be live and asking those questions and really engaging with all of our faculty and your colleagues, but also limited in terms of the features available during the event. So lastly, participating in contests. This is a great way to further have the opportunity to win prizes, learn some fun facts about our faculty, be able to share memorable moments, connect with one another. So we have 12 chances to win. So really throughout the weekend, you have such great chances of winning prizes. And so it's just a fun way for us. And again, we thank our sponsors for making that possible. We want for you to be able to enjoy as you're learning. So we'll be having these fun moments throughout the weekend. And then the grand prize winner will be available to in-person attendees who complete the passport, and that is free registration, as well as 1-year LearnSkin Premium membership, as well as a flight stipend to the next Integrative Dermatology Symposium, which will be our 6th annual in Reno, Nevada. So you get the VIP experience. And so it's over $1,700 in value. So one lucky winner will be walking away with that next weekend. Now, for the nuts and bolts of the education, as we mentioned, work hard and play hard. This is a CME event, and so you will be able to fulfill your credit requirements by coming to this event and earning up to 15.5, if not 16 credits. So visit learnskin.com the week following the IDS to complete a short evaluation and obtain your certificate. And it is on the LearnSkin website. Under the Integrative Dermatology Symposium, we have a series as well as a specific course for you to be able to access the lectures as well as the evaluation form. And we have multiple types of accreditation. So again, depending on which dropdown you select, it'll direct you to the correct certificate. But if for some reason that doesn't work, if you've run into any questions or issues, let us know. Our team will be available to help you with that. And then in addition to gaining your certificates, you will be able to access the recordings for 1 year following the event. This is included with your registration, and so is a LearnSkin free complimentary membership. So the premium membership unlocks even more, which is access to all of our courses, additional discounts, additional rewards throughout the year as you earn and learn. But for those of you attending the IDS, complimentary LearnSkin membership is included. And so that allows you to access the recordings for 1 year, to complete the eval. We do weekly master classes. We have a weekly podcast, so a lot of resources throughout the year. So our hope is that this weekend really kickstarts your learning throughout the year, and it isn't just a one-time event. We want to help support you throughout the year in your practice at learnskin.com year-round. So that's one of the additional benefits of your attendance to the IDS. Included in your registration are these features at LearnSkin as well. So I mentioned the 6th annual, so drum roll. This will be held in Reno, Nevada. And we're so excited because this year, with the support of our sponsors and all the growth we've had now over the last 5 years, this is our lowest price ever. So it will be $99 for those of you on site, virtually or in person that weekend only, to be able to secure your registration for next year. So I highly recommend you take advantage of that, because that will not be available again throughout ever through the year. So if you are thinking about coming to IDS next year, lock in those early rates. It's the lowest I've ever seen. So it's amazing. And thank you to our supporters for being able to make that happen, and to all of you for growing this community, because with more and more of us attending, we now can offset and provide more affordable pricing for those to attend. And then there are special what we call power hours. So there's going to be power hours on Friday and Saturday, where when you register for next year for that $99 lowest rate ever, you will also get free LearnSkin Premium membership for 3 months. So through the end of the year, you'll have a chance to test out and try out LearnSkin Premium membership. So this is an added bonus. If the $99 weren't enough, we have even additional prizes and offerings for you to get this special discount, which is free LearnSkin Premium membership through the end of the year during those power hours. So keep an eye out for those Friday morning, 10 to 11, 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time, or Saturday, 10:30 to 11:30, 4:30 to 5:30 Mountain Time. And we'll make it really easy for you, either on your phone or on your laptop or in person, to be able to register, and then you'll automatically get that additional benefit. So keep an eye out for those power hours next weekend. So in summary, there are a number of ways to maximize your experience at the IDS this year. Firstly, today, or when you get a chance, download the mobile app. This will allow you to engage in the Q&A and to catch all the features, reminders, etc., connect with one another throughout the week. And then Hubilo itself has a number of features that you can get involved in, whether it's the booths, whether it's the contests, the research posters, the sessions, Q&A, etc. You'll also be able to download the presentations and handouts prior and at the conclusion of each session. You'll be able to take notes in the platform or in the LearnSkin note-taking tool. And then these recordings and handouts will be accessible on LearnSkin a couple weeks following the event on the 14th. Again, it doesn't include Q&A, so please do attend live to be able to enjoy those features as well. We encourage you to engage in all of the sessions. It's a jam-packed weekend, but it's only one weekend of the year that we get to be together. So we hope you can carve out that time for yourself to be able to engage with us in all these fun activities, meet new colleagues, get to learn what's going on, the latest in the field, network with the companies there as well in the exhibit hall, be able to stretch between sessions, kick off the days with mindfulness and movement, and most importantly, to have fun. This experience really, really works when you're there fully engaging and bringing your energy and expertise. We really want to learn from each other, and our faculty always love and when you all engage as well, because they share with us, they learn as they're there as well. So we all get to learn from each other and to learn about new specialties and learn new practices that you may not have ever thought of or heard of before. So that's our goal, is to really build this community and to be able to go beyond the skin, mind, body, and spirit. Now, I'd love to open up for any questions. I know we covered a lot of ground. This is recorded, so if you need to go back and reference it at any point, it will be in your inbox as well as in the Hubilo platform. And then we're on standby throughout the week if you have any questions to be able to help you. We hope that this is just such a fun, rewarding, enjoyable experience for you. We just love it so much to have our community together, our experts, and all of you with your expertise in your professions and specialties. And we just know that, this work that you put in, this time and effort to advance your own toolkits and your own learnings, just has such a tremendous impact on patients' lives. And, you all are impacting thousands of patient lives. So on behalf of all of them and our team, we thank you so much for joining us this year. And we will now open for Q&A. So Samantha, are there any questions that have come in I can help answer?
So yes, we do have a lot of really great questions coming in. To clarify for everyone, the certificates and evaluations will be available beginning on October 3rd. The recordings and handouts will be available on LearnSkin beginning on October 14th. And yes, the registration for IDS 2023 will be open to all virtual and in-person registrants. Also, to clarify, the handouts will be available on the Hubilo platform during the sessions themselves. After the sessions have concluded, they will no longer be available. So if you do want access to them, please make sure to download them while you're in the session itself. And then all of the handouts will be available again beginning on October 14th on learnskin.com. And then I do want to apologize. Thank you everyone for your patience regarding the technical difficulty with chat being disabled. I appreciate all the questions coming in through the Q&A. Please feel welcome to take a look at those. There's a lot of great questions that have come in. To confirm, again, the access to the platform will begin today. So you will receive a follow-up email that will have a lot of really great information. It will include the recording of this orientation for reference. It will also include the links to the Hubilo platform, the mobile apps, and a lot of other really great detail. I'm just going to go through and see if there was any other. So the name of the app is Integrative Derm Symposium, and there is a question and answer in the Q&A that does have the direct links to the mobile app in the Google Play Store and the App Store. And then also, if you are unable to catch all the sessions virtually, please know that all of the lectures will be recorded. And again, they will be available beginning on October 14th on learnskin.com. Those recordings are also eligible for CE and CME. So you can watch at your convenience over the course of the upcoming year and still claim those credits at any point in the next year. Another great question was if the Hubilo platform will display time zones in your local time or for the conference time. That will, please make sure your profile on Hubilo reflects your correct location, and the platform will show you your local time zone. So all the sessions will be shown in your local time zone. Another clarifying question, the integrative esthetician track that will be hosted on site as well will take place on Sunday, October 2nd, and it is available in person only. It will not be on Hubilo.
The workshops are also available in person only, and we'll have them recorded as well. That's on that point of in person. Great question.
Oh, Wendy, thank you for clarifying. Okay, so it looks like they can only see the questions that they have asked. So We will make sure all of these questions will be incorporated in the email we send out. We'll make sure you have everything you need. But if there is anything else, please don't hesitate. There is a chat function on the Hubilo platform. It's a little yellow bubble with a question mark on it. Please feel welcome to submit any questions via chat on Hubilo or email us at events@learnskin.com. And we will make sure you have all the tools you need.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for all these excellent questions and spending time today. To me, you all are already winners for being in this orientation and taking the time to really prepare for the event. I think you're just going to get so much out of it. So thank you for your time today and thoughtfulness in preparing for the event. We wish you the best of luck in packing if you're going to see us in Tucson, or getting ready on the virtual platform via the app or logging into Hubilo. We're here to help if you need anything. And please keep an eye out for these wonderful, friendly faces on the LearnSkin team. We are going to be running around at the event. So if you need anything at all, you can find one of us, or we'll be at the LearnSkin booth or virtually. So we've got lots of support. We have ambassadors, volunteers, our team, our board will all be there. So if you need anything at all, please let us know. We really want to make sure this is your best experience of the year. We hope you walk away feeling like this is the best conference and the best event you get to attend year round, because that's how we feel, and we're so excited to see you all. So again, if anything you need between now and IDS or during, please let us know, and we wish you very safe travels. We look forward to seeing you in Tucson or virtually and connecting over such a wonderful weekend focused on the mind, body, spirit, going beyond the skin and spending wonderful quality time together, learning and growing. So we do believe this is where integrative dermatology begins. This is the start of the movement, and we're just so excited to see you all. And so take care. We'll see you soon.